Welcome to Verilog HDL subject, Module 3, Session 5. So, in that is we were saying gate level modeling. Okay, that is in Module 3, first chapter. So, in previous class, so we have seen different the gate level modeling examples by using 4:1 multiplexer and also 4-bit full adder. Okay, so after seeing how to write the gate level modeling in Verilog by taking example 4:1 multiplexer and 4-bit full adder circuits. Okay, then so now we'll consider the delays. Okay, so in practical circuits, each and every practical circuit will have some delay. So that what are the different types of delays will be there, and how we can represent that, how to use those delays in the program. Okay, so those things so we will see in this session. So that is understand the different delays associated with the logic gates. Okay, so each logic gate will have some delay practically, so that how many different types and those things we will see, and analyzation of effect of delays in real time circuits through examples. Okay, so these are the objectives for delays session. So here we will see what are the different types of delays. So contents of the session will follow like this, that is rise, fall and the turn off delays. There are three types of delays, that is rise, fall and turn off. Okay, in that again each delay, each rise, fall or turn off can specify with three again delays the values. Okay, minimum, typical and maximum. Okay, so these delays we will see. Let us start with first one. So gate delays allow the Verilog user to specify the delays through the logic circuits. Okay, so as I said, in practical definitely the gates will have some delay, so that we call as the propagation delays. Okay, so that delay, how to see the delays in the simulation part. Okay, basically the Verilog HDL is used to verify our design before going to the hardware. So we will verify our digital design whether the logic is properly working or not according to the requirements. So that requirements we can check, okay, by writing the design block and stimulus block. So now in that case, so till now whatever we have seen, so we have not considered any delays. Okay, so but in practical the delays will be there. So how to simulate those delays? So those delays we can simulate by using these delay terms. Okay, the values. Okay, so here, so first before going to use how to use and see the effect of that, first we need to see how many different types of delays will be there and how it will be used. Okay, so that is as this is, so there are three types delays: rise, fall and turn off. Okay, there are three types: rise, fall and turn off delays. Okay, in that each one we can specify minimum, typical and maximum. Okay, so whatever usually the normal delays, the Verilog delays we can introduce with the syntax is hash with number. Okay, so first we need to use hash, then whatever number we will specify, so that will act as a delay. Okay, the same thing it is shown here, hash 1 a equal to b. What is the meaning of this? The delay by 1 means after 1 nanosecond or 1 millisecond, the units what we will use after the one time unit. Okay, it will execute after one time unit. Okay, similarly hash 2 not a comma b means the execution will be delayed by 2 units, 2 time units. So unit will be depending upon the tool what we are setting in the tool. Okay, so this is how we can represent the delay. So now what do you mean by this rise, fall and turn off delays? Okay, so first we'll see rise delay. So rise delay is associated with a gate output transition to 1 from another value, means the output will be 1. Okay, the output will be 1 from 0 XOR Z. So as we know in Verilog there are only means 4 values what we are considering, 0, 1, X and Z. Okay, so whatever the from another value, if it is changing from another value to 1, Okay, so if 1 is here, other value will be 0 XOR Z. Okay, 0 XOR Z to 1, so that is 1. So if the delay, if the transition is happening from another value to 1, so whatever the time will take the transition from change from that another value to 1, so that duration we are calling as a rise delay here. Okay, similarly the fall delay, in the sense the fall delay is associated with a gate that is output transition to 0 from another value. Okay, so from x 1 x z to 0, so whatever the transition it will take from another value, that is 1 x z to 0, so that duration we call as the time taking from that transition we call as a fall delay. Okay, so that we are representing like this. The next one, turn off delay. So turn off delay is a one, so that is the turn off delay is associated with a gate output transition to the high impedance. Okay, so whatever may be the previous value, if it changes to Z, that is high impedance. Okay, so that we call as that transition, it may be 1 to Z or it may be 0 to Z. Okay, so any transition between 1 to Z or 0 to Z, whatever the time it will take for transition, so that we call as the turn off delay. Okay, so this is how we can show 1 to 0 or 0 to Z. Okay, 1 to Z or 0 to Z. So these we call like this we can define the rise, fall and turn off delays. Okay, so now some conditions are there. Condition is in the sense some rules or some conditions are there. So suppose if no delay is specified. Okay, so as we say there are three types of delays. Suppose I have not specified whatever hash is there. Okay, so I will not specify any value, I will not use hash at all. If no delay is specified, then it will be declared as 0, means all the rise, fall and turn off delays will considered as 0. Suppose only one value is specified. Okay, if only one value is specified, then it will be considered for all three delays. As I said, suppose if I specified hash 2, the same 2 will be considered for rise delay, fall delay and turn off delay. Okay, for all the things it will be considered same value. Then suppose if two values are specified. Okay, for example, if hash 4 comma 5, if I specify like this, then it will be considered for rise and fall delays, rise and fall delays, and turn off will be minimum of 2. Okay, so if 4 and 5 I have specified, the turn off will be 4, minimum among 2. Okay, so suppose if three values are specified, so it is straightforward as 4 5 6. If I specify like this, then it will be, this will be rise and this will be fall and this will be turn off delay. Okay, if I specify all the three delays, then it will be individual, it will be applied as rise, fall and turn off delays. If it is only 2, then it will consider only rise and fall. If it is only 1, then it will be considered for all three delays. Okay, so these are the some of the rules, means the conditions what it will consider while specifying the delays. Okay, so now we'll see some examples. Okay, so now that is, so this is a syntax. As I told, this is a keyword, and is a keyword or a primitive what we have seen, and now after the and we need to specify the delay. So with the symbol that is hash, after the hash we need to specify delay time, whether is it 10 5 whatever it is, the value we need to specify. After keyword and delay, this is as usual the instance name, and these are port list. Okay, that is first output and next the series of inputs. Okay, so the delay where we need to specify is after the keyword, that is a space where we need to specify the delay. It may be rise delay, fall delay or turn off delay. Okay, so now this is a syntax. Now if two delays are there, then what we need to specify? Hash rise value comma fall value. Okay, if there are only two, then rise comma fall. If it is only one, it is like this. Suppose if you want to specify three values, then as I told, keyword, then hash, then for example like this, rise, fall and turn off. Okay, So these are the syntax. If it is for 1 delay, 2 delay and 3 delays. Okay, rest after the delay it will be instance name and port list, it will be common. So now the same thing, example, this is for 1 delay, that is hash 5, and within the bracket we are specifying. Then 2 delay, that is and hash 4 and 6, that is for rise and fall, this will apply. Okay, and the last one, okay, this is for 3 delays, that is 3, 4, 5. So this will apply to all the delays, that is for rise, fall and turn off, respectively 3, 4 and 5. Okay, so this is how we need to use the delays. Okay, rise, fall and turn off delays. Okay, the next one, so the same for each type of, okay, as I told, for each type of delay, that is rise, fall and turn off, we can mention another 3 values that we call as minimum, typical and max delays. Okay, so what these delays are means we will define now. So minimum value, that is the minimum value is the minimum delay value that the designer expects the gate to have. Okay, so it may be rise, fall or turn off delay, whatever may be the delay, the minimum delay value, okay, that we call as min. And the typical delay, okay, tip value is the typical delay that the designer expects the gate to have. Okay, so minimum, for example, whatever may be the value, the minimum value it should be there, minimum according to the design, the minimum delay it should be there, so that we call as minimum. The typical means moderate, okay, we call as the moderate value. One more thing is max value, that is maximum delay value that the designer expects the gate to have. Okay, for particular gate, okay, while designing they will mention the maximum delay should be this one. Okay, so that we call as a max value. So similarly, these all 3 delays we can give for individual rise and fall and turn off. For all the 3 we can define with these 3 typical values, means these 3 values, minimum, typical and maximum. Okay, so how we can represent this one is, so here this is only rise delay, only for rise we are mentioning minimum, typical and max. Okay, so what is the syntax here? So if you want to specify only rise, fall and typical, it is a comma differentiated with a, each delay is differentiated by comma. Okay, suppose if you want to represent minimum, typical and maximum delays, so those things will be represented with a colon here. So it is like this. Okay, means for rise only minimum value is 4, typical value is 5 and maximum value is 6 for rise delay. Okay, similarly for rise and fall, this is for rise, 3 is minimum, 4 is typical, 5 is maximum for rise. For fall delay, 5 is minimum, 6 is typical, 7 is maximum. Okay, so these 2 are the delays, okay, will be used, these 2 delays will be used for the, okay, these 2 delay will be used for the specifying rise and fall with individually 3 min, typical, max. Similarly the last one, for rise delay, for fall delay, for turn off delay, for each one we are describing min, typical, max, min, typical, max, min, typical, max value. Okay, this is how we need to, means we need to keep in mind, as I told, rise, fall will differentiated by comma, but min, typical and maximum will be differentiated by the colons here. Okay, as we are saying here. Okay, so this is how we need to represent min, max, typical delays and rise, fall, turn off delays. These are the syntaxes how to use in the code. Okay, so in this session, so we have seen, so what are the different delays, okay, different delays of gates, that is rise, fall and turn off. We have defined that, what are those? Okay, that is rise is from 0 to, sorry, any value to 1, fall is from any value to 0 and turn off is from 1 to high impedance or 0 to high impedance. So that we call as rise fall turn off. If you come to min typical, each one we can represent with minimum, typical, maximum values that the designer will give for the each particular gate. Okay, then the flexibility usage of delays based on the applications means in the tool. Okay, so while practicing these delays in the simulation, so we can give any delay, means we can give as 4 5 6 and we can give as 10 7 5, means there is a flexibility in the tool that we can give different delays and we can see the effect of that. Okay, so still we have not taken any example, so example we will see in the next session. So this session we have seen rise, what are the different delays and how to represent, how to use in the code. Okay, so the same thing, so reference we have taken from, that is Samir Panitkar, Verilog HDL Guide to Digital Design and Synthesis, second edition, 2010, the textbook. And this is a LMS team, what they have given the guidelines and rules to prepare the PPTs and notes and other things. Okay, so myself Basuraj Rabakavi from Government Engineering College, Haveri.